Alright, let's talk about the lands. So this is the mana base used by the entire deck, ranging from our Mon to Commander. So we have our 5 fetch lands. I am slowly increasing the number of these in the deck. As I say, these can... let's just adjust here. This is probably the best position for them. In line with the waste of these. So 5 fetch lands, as I say, we keep increasing these, but this is the current land base that I'm running for Commander in all formats. Moving into Triomes, we have 4 Triomes, ranging here. As I said before, you can put in as many you want. I don't want as many. Most of these are fetchable with the ramp spells that we're going to go through in the future, but we'll go over that as we get into them. We are running our shock lands: Breeding Pool, Blood Crypt, Godless Shrine, Watery Grave, Sacred Foundry, and Temple Garden. So the main thing with this deck, as we see here, we are covering all 5 colours with what we have. Next we have a selection of the slow lands. I'm a big fan of how these play currently. So we have the Boros Land, Sundown Pass, Haunted Ridge, the Rakdos Land, Overgrown Farmland, Green-White Land, Dreamroot Cascade, Blue-Green Land, Stormcarved Coast, Blue-Red Land, and our Blue-White Land, the Deserted Beach. These enter untapped if we control 2 or other more lands in the deck, which is always easy with this deck. I think they're very good in Commander. Right, let's address our basics. I run 2 of every basic here. We'll just sort these out. Of course, using the Feros Beyond Death lands. Kind of my favourite full-out basics that we've had recently. Oh, my bad. I don't even know what I'm running. We run 3 basic forests because we want to be able to cast our ramp spells, and then 2 of every other basic land. Now, our final category for lands, we run 40 lands in total for this, is our special and our soul lands. So, in the way of soul lands, we have Mana Confluence, City of Brass. These can tap for any colour of mana, good for fixing. We have some situational lands in Beseiju, which endures all, and Takamaya, the Abandoned Ma. I don't feel the need to run all of them, but this one obviously to rebuy our key creatures, this one to deal with problem enchantments and artifacts and other non-basic lands, very good. We are running the Command Tower, and the Exotic Orchard. Full Command Tower from Durlag's Tower from the new Commander set. As I said before, love Baldur's Gate. Ironically, my first pick from my first pack of Commander Legends draft. I don't regret it at all. And finally, our 2 key lands. Here we're going to say 1 World Tree and Field of the Dead. Now, these are here because obviously this is perfect mana fixing, gives us soul lands if we have 6 or more lands, and this gives us a ton of zombies, which is why we have so many different, which is easily attainable in this deck. Now we have 10 ramp cards, so we'll start with our one. We'll go up in order. So we start with our 1-drop. I have a Carpet of Flowers. Situational, but we run enough mana to compensate playing this if we're going to struggle with, if there's a blue deck on the field, it's amazing. If not, then it's just a dead card. But I'm enjoying it. There's always a blue deck or a 5-color deck around that we can deal with. Next we have Secure Tribe Elder. He's here purely for ramp, as I said before. Steve, Secure Tribe Elder Value Engine. Grabbing any basic 2 mana ramp, always appreciated. We have Farseek to help us with our fixing, because this can grab non-basic lands. So we can grab any of our Triomes or others with this. We have Free Visits, which is here to, as I said before, select a forest. But obviously we run a lot of keyworded forests, so we have a ton of Triomes and Shocklands that can be good. Rampant Growth, still on the 2 mana ramp. Get any basic land. Nature's Law grabs us a forest card. Same situation as Free Wishes. Can score us any of our non-basic lands enter tapped. If you're ramping on 2 mana, you're obviously not casting another spell, so it's always situational to use this to grab non-basic lands. Into our 3 mana ramp, we have Cultivate, 2 basic lands. always good for a ramp there. We have Kodama's Reach, another classic ramp card. 2 basics out of the deck. Our final 3-mana spell, we have Harrow. Now, I am tempted to replace this with the Rolling Regrowth. Is it Rolling Regrowth? The new one from Zendikar. I just haven't got around to it yet. But yes, I do believe it's slightly better than Harrow, because Harrow's cost is sacking the land, so if this gets countered, it can be absolutely brutal. And yes, there are people in my play group that can counter ramp. Or do counter ramp, sorry. And finally, we have our last card here, which is the Hour of Promise. For those of you not familiar with this card, it is 5 mana, 4 and a green. Search your library for up to 2 land cards and put them into the battlefield tapped. Then if you have 2 3 or more deserts, create 2 black zombie coaches. Now, this is here for one reason. Because if we cast this card, we are getting these 2 lands. Because, provided that you don't have a duplicate of your basics in the field, casting the spell will get you mana fixing and 2 zombies. Because the way it works, if you've seen any of the Commander games, is we cast this, both these enter simultaneously, and then it checks the requirement of Field of Dead, seeing this enter at the same time, so that it triggers both off itself and the field and the world tree. So this is perfect mana fixing and 2 zombies for future. But yes, this is our ramp. As I said before, we run 50 ramp cards. So we use 40 lands, 10 ramp spells, and then the other half of the deck, so what we saw in the previous video, which we'll go through in detail as we go forward.